What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and today we're going to be taking a look at the iron as part of my Does It Suck series. The iron is a Jakobs barreled Jakobs pistol. This is a non-unique weapon. I do have it here with the citrine skin from the Tiny Tina DLC, because it looks badass for one, but mainly because it adds a little bit of extra critical hit damage. And I wanted to do a little video on this weapon in order to provide some perspective on the Unforgiven, which I just did the other day. In comparison, we can see that the iron has about 25% less damage, but the fire rate is massively increased on the iron. And what this will allow us to do is use a legendary killer class mod as opposed to a chaotic evil rogue comm, which I kind of needed to boost the fire rate to a usable level on the Unforgiven. I could also go with the Sheriff's Badge. I guess it does add damage. We'll go ahead and use the Sheriff's Badge here. Just because it adds a little bit of damage. I was going to use the Bone of the Ancients for the extra cooldown rate, but I'll use the Sheriff's Badge just because. And so this is the skill build that I'm going to be using here. Using the Legendary Killer should boost our damage pretty well. And since this weapon does have the normal Jakobs effect of firing as fast as you can pull the trigger, we should be able to fire it pretty damn quickly. So we'll see how we do here in the Washburn Refinery with this weapon. I'm going to go ahead and get Slag and Kunai on this guy here. Oops, I missed criticals there, but as you can see, when we're hitting criticals, we're still going to kill things very, very quickly. We don't need that extra damage from the Unforgiven, and the extra fire rate on the iron is really going to make it a better performing weapon in my opinion. Now obviously, I think the Maggie is probably your best option if you're going to be looking for a Jakobs pistol. However, that is not to say that the iron is not going to also be a great option for you. Looks like we do have a hot loader over there, so we're going to need to definitely give it a little bit of special attention because it is very offensively dangerous. Excellent. Let these exploders kind of deal with themselves real quick, and then we'll get to the rest of the loaders in here that are actually going to fight us and stuff and not just kind of blow themselves up. Took a second there to shoot through his arms, but once I got through his arms, he was obviously on his way to being dead. And as you can see, the iron, I just feel like it's a much better weapon than the Unforgiven. And it's just kind of weird that they gave the Unforgiven such an anti Jakobs pistol flavor to it, you know? All the other Jakobs pistols, for the most part, not the Greed, but the rest of them are all going to fire, you know, real quickly like this. And I think that that does make for a much better overall Jakobs pistol. The hand cannon type deal that the Unforgiven and Rex have going, I just don't feel suits any character's playstyle very well at all. Obviously, the Unforgiven can be somewhat viable. I was able to use it here in this map the other day without too many issues, but you know, it's just, it's not that great. Oops, that was my bad there. Shouldn't have taken that eye blast so hard. So we're going to go ahead and finish this guy off. Get one more set of kunai and slag on him, I guess, just because. There we go. Like I said, the Maggie's definitely going to be your best option. You know, given the option of choosing any Jakobs pistol, you should probably take the Maggie. But the iron and the Greed, which is kind of like a fire version of the iron, are very, very fun to use. And I definitely enjoy using the iron. I think it's viable for most situations in Borderlands 2. At least most mobbing situations. Obviously, you're not going to kill the Ancient Dragons of Destruction with it very easily or anything like that. But, you know, it's a fun gun to use. It's just outclassed by the Maggie in almost every way. So that's something to watch out for, I guess. But it's not like the iron is a bad weapon. As far as purple weapons go, you know, with most of them not being incredibly spectacular. Well, you know, there are a lot of really good purple weapons. I probably shouldn't have phrased it like that. But, you know, without them having, like, some serious special effects to them, like the Pimpernel and some other really, really good unique variants have. Just as a standard shooting weapon, this is a very good gun. It's definitely pretty solid. It's got really great accuracy, so much so that I didn't even spec into precision for this. because I didn't think I'd need that extra accuracy. I mean, I think it has a base accuracy of 97, so that just makes it, you know, pretty much as straight shooting as it can be. The recoil on this weapon really isn't that bad. I definitely feel like it was higher on the Unforgiven. Keep in mind that you could use a Jakobs Allegiance relic if you really wanted to kind of alleviate some of that problem there. Now obviously with Zero you probably will have much better results with a Jakobs sniper or a Jakobs shotgun, just because he gets better benefit and synergy with those. However, it's definitely not like this weapon is going to be lacking in any way. It's still going to wreck things pretty damn quickly. I can't see where his eye was, but I found it eventually, and then we were able to kill that guy. Alright, so we killed him. I am going to run back here and grab a couple grenades, just because they'll be available from these boxes, and I don't want to run out in this next room. Well, one grenade there, that wasn't too awesome, but we got 3 there, so that actually was worth the trip. Excellent. Is that a grenade? Oh, sweet. So now we have plenty of grenades. And we'll continue working through the next room. So yeah, I just wanted to do this little video here just to kind of show why I think the abysmal fire rate on the Unforgiven isn't really worth the, you know, terrible nerf in fire rate that it got. I believe that the Unforgiven most likely has also an additional critical hit modifier, but, wow, that was an incredibly aggressive exploder. But, you know, sometimes some exploders are better than others, I guess. That one was super good at its job. There's a hot loader back there that we are going to need to watch out for. Oh my gosh. These guys kind of came up on me pretty quick here, but they're going down now, so that's good. We'll go ahead and grab a few more grenades here. Game is being really nice with the grenades today. Sometimes it's kind of a pain with the grenades, but today it's doing well. Sometimes it's the way it goes. Ah, that's an exploder. Multiple exploders. We'll let them deal with themselves using the boost from follow through to make sure that we're going to be extra safe in those scenarios there. Excellent. Keep in mind I could be firing this weapon quicker if I was using my mouse. I also could be firing it quicker if I wasn't holding down my push to talk button as well. So that's two things that could also improve the viability of this weapon. But as you can see, the iron is a pretty good little gun. You know, it's not incredibly special. It doesn't have a super nice special effect or anything like that, but I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think I did mention it maybe, but the Unforgiven, I have to imagine, has a increased critical hit modifier over regular Jakobs pistols, but the citrine skin on the iron that is available does do a little bit to alleviate that. And since, you know, I had to use that Chaotic Evil Rogue Comm to boost the fire rate on the Unforgiven to like a usable level, I really did miss all the bonuses that the Legendary Killer class mod provides. The extra killer, ambush, and headshot really do add quite a bit to the gun. Obviously, the Chaotic Evil also has the boost to velocity and to Fang, which I did make use of in this video. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well. The answer to does it suck regarding a Jakobs iron, in my opinion, is a resounding no. I think the iron is a very solid weapon. Obviously, it's not quite as potent as some other Jakobs weapons like Jakobs sniper rifles and Jakobs shotguns with 0. However, I think it is still, very, very strong and definitely a viable weapon in most situations. So, one more time, guys, thanks for watching, and I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.